Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Ty Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing a review of Family or Fiance, the episode of Falasha and Chris. This is the third episode of the season, and it's really good so far. Now, this was the more calmer, better than the other two because the other two, it ended up people not getting. They end up calling the engagement because of some lies, some secrets, not being ready, not being together, just living a life. To me, this one seems more mature. How you handle situation in a mature way, even despite that one incident they had. But throughout the episode, it was very calm. It wasn't too much ang- um, anger. It wasn't too much arguing back and forth. It was so much about communication and having a better understanding and learning and growing. So this episode, it gave me the sense like, you know what, this they gonna get married, and I was right. They gonna get married. This couple did get married at the end. So yes, I just stated already they got married. But what led to that point? All right, so we get Falasha and Chris. They've been together for a while. They didn't say how long they've been together, but they did mention that she met him. No, he met her while he's an usher in the church. I guess they grew up in church doing a lot of church thing, and she always comes to his church a lot. And he see a lot of women, but when he saw Falasha come in his church, he was like, "Oh, I gotta see her. I gotta get to know her." So when he got to know her, they say they became good friends, best friends. They communicate, they understand each other, and I could see when they interacting with each other, it seemed like they really enjoy each other, like they really have a good time. And I felt the energy compared to the last two couples. It wasn't that too much. It was playing off, but at the same when it got close to the end throughout the journey, it started joining away from each other. This couple feel like they really care for each other and they really want to help each other get past this obstacle is with blending their two families together. Alright, so as you know, the formula is 3 days in the house and the two families come together and ask about share their concerns and what's and how they can fix it to move forward to get their blessings. All right, so Falasha is brought her mom, her friend, her mom Jennifer, no, oh, her mom Renee. Oh, I got the names mixed up. Falasha mom is named Jennifer. Her brother Anthony and friend Bridget. That's Falasha brain. Chris brought his mom Renee, his sister Crystal, and his uncle Kwame. And basically, Chris said if he don't get his mom the blessing, that's like his most important blessing that he needs to get. He don't think he gonna get he don't think he gonna move forward with it. And now Falasha was like, really? And she said, if he don't get this blessing, that's the most important thing for him, then we just gotta walk away because I can't deal with this. And it seems like Falasha is the type of woman, she's very secure to herself and she knows what she wants. So if you think your all opinion to yourself and getting this marriage going to move forward is because all dependent on, contingent on your mom blessing, then what are we doing? Because if you don't give it the blessings, you're gonna not go with the landing. So what I'm staying here for? So that's what I was saying. So I said, good for you. So now it put him in the perspective that he don't want to lose Falasha over something like this. And I think when I started to notice that he's really close to his mom, kind of like a mama's boy, if you want to say, very close to his mom. He valued his mom's opinion a lot. It was brought up that the mom raised both her kids because he had a sister and him by herself. It was no father around, so she raised the kids by herself. So she very close attached, and her son, her oldest son, when she said her king in our castle, her baby boy. I think she said baby boy, something like that. Her boy, and it comes to the point that she had to just let it go and to see him move forward to become a man, to marry, to get out the household, to live his life. She feel like she gonna be being replaced, and that's what I think the issue of the mom is. So when they had to sit down, they had a discussion. This episode didn't really get too much issues between the couples Did they come up? So that I could tell right off the bat that this couple is a good couple so far. The only issue they really explained was it's cultural differences. They said that Chris family is Guyanese, so they have a lot of different background culture that they practice, and they still traditional. And then even though Chris is more Americanized, but his family is still more in that traditional role of what they practice in their culture. So Falasha is more American, so she really don't really know about the culture as much, about the style, the dressing, the food, and stuff. So she wants to learn. She willing to learn, even though she says don't cook as much, but she willing to learn to be a good wife, to learn the tradition, to know the culture, to not step over or disrespect Chris's family's culture. So it seemed like she really wanted to be there, but she just needs to know what is the issue. Why the mom? It's basically I don't get that the other two, the Chris sister and uncle, dislike Falasha. I don't think nobody really dislike anything. Even Chris family, even Falasha family like Chris. So it's like everybody they really have an issue, but the mom, the uncle said it was cultural differences. So you need to learn the cultural differences and be a man, and not you gotta be ready to be a man. And I guess being ready to be a man is to speak up, to be mature, to handle things properly, to handle things not in a boy explosive way, and just stick up, stand up for yourself, and be that guy that you need to be for the woman. Now, Tracy gave them a task was Chris was going to have a sit down with his uncle to learn about what's to be a man, how to be a man, and to be ready to have the tools to be a husband. And Falasha was going to have a shopping with Mama Renee, just a clothes shopping to get garments and stuff. So when they had the blessing, the mom, Mama Renee, Chris's mom, said that Chris is not ready. He's not mature enough. He's not responsible and everything. So I was like, can you give examples? Because I said, if you're going to say I'm not responsible, I'm not mature, you got to give me some examples of why you feel like I'm not mature, why I'm not responsible, what's happening, what's the issue, what things are going on. It seemed like she really gave no issues, that she brought up one incident. Now, she said at her church, it was a women's ministry, and they was working with some children. Falasha was a group leader of a group of children. Doing that ministry, she was on her phone on Facebook, so like that, on her phone. I mean, granted, yeah, that was kind of disrespectful, it's like that. If you're supposed to be paying attention and working with children, so like that, you was on your phone with Facebook. Falasha apologized for this already. This happened 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. The mom is still bringing this up over and over and over and over again, not knowing that Falasha has apologized for it. Because of this, Chris blew up. Now, this is the only incident I feel like it was a really major drama, and it would go like that because although I feel his frustrations, maybe he shouldn't have blew up at his mom like that and really got angry and screaming and stuff like that. Because he was protecting Falasha, but it was the way he should have done that. His was delivery, his approach was wrong. But he was not wrong for sticking up for his wife, and he was not wrong for what he's saying, because if this happened 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, why you keep bringing this one same incident over and over after they've been resolved? So that it shows to me, and it shows to everyone who's watching, it shows to Chris too, that you don't really have a clear issue with Falasha. You just bring that one incident. This is just to not have him marry her. And now I feel like it's more of not so much of Falasha, it's more of that she don't want to let her son go. And that's the issue, the attachment to release her son to with another woman, because she feels that if Chris marry Falasha, it's not about Falasha. Marry any woman is replacing her. She said, I'm the number one. I had you. I birthed you. Yes, you the mom. We understand that. Mom, father, stuff like you've been in your parents' life. You is not irreplaceable. You can't get replaced. Nobody can take your place. It's only one mom and one dad. You may create situational families, you may create families, but biological, you have one mom and one dad. And it's not gonna get in place. So she feel that let her son go, and that's why she don't want to do that. She don't want to let her son go because letting her son go means it would be a place for another woman to be in her son's life, and she don't want that. She don't want to compete for her son's attention for her son to get married. So it seemed like that blow up was a reason for her to say, you know what, I see how he talked to me, see how he yelled at me. He's not ready, he's not mature, he's not doing all that. That's kind of excuse for her to say that, you know what, yes, he blame on me. So if he doing that to me, he gonna do that to you. And I don't seem like Chris is not the type of person. Yes, he understand. He gotta work on his maybe work on his frustration sometimes, work on how to deliver his approach. But I don't get that from him. Like he's an angry black man that he will go off in a tangent and go off like that. He seems like he's really respectful. He seems like he's goofball. So like that. Yes, he needs to learn some more things. Yes, he needs to grow up a little bit, but not to the extent that I feel like, oh, he's a prick. He's a douchebag. He's not gonna go up. He's just like that. He don't care about nobody else. I don't think that. I think Chris wants to be a better himself, and he wants to be a better husband, and wants to be a great guy for Falasha. And so Falasha is so freaking it caught in the middle because she wants to be accepted. She wants to know what's going on. She wants to hash everything out, but she just not getting that clear answer. So when she had that shopping with Renee and they was talking about things about the traditional dancing and culture, she just said, what's going on? And the mom said, I don't really have a problem with you. It's mostly Chris. So that explains more of why she's more the problem of letting go, a detachment issue. She don't want to let her baby boy go. She don't. So that's the whole boils down to it. She don't want to let Chris go. And she used it as a clutch. And that blessing, he wants that blessing so bad because it's a very important for him to get that blessing. Until later on in the episode, he started realizing that, you know what? I can't put too much effort and too much choice in riding on this blessing. If she can't give me the blessing, we have to just move forward. And that's he's starting to realize, and that's why Falasha's starting to realize that he is starting to grow up. It's still gonna take work, but he's starting to grow up more and know is that, you know what? It's time to let your mom know and get her the truth. I think he's being scared to really tell his mom the really truth. So he used that explosive little boy thing as, oh, you can't understand me, and now this and this and that. It's like when little boys don't get their way for their parents, it's like that. And any little children who don't get their way for their parents, they start the anger root. Instead of talking they really with your feelings and telling how to feel, it says you could talk to me. You don't have to yell at me. You don't have to go up. It seems like that's like the type of thing he is. Like he's like still like a little boy to his mom, and I guess that's the thing we need to try to bring him off, to let him be mature enough, to her to be mature enough to let him go, for him to be mature enough to let her sit her down and let her know that Falasha is the number one woman in his life. But you're not gonna be replaced. I have room for both. I'm not gonna let you go. I'm not gonna push you aside. But let your mom know how you feel and stuff like that. So Falasha feels kind of thing because she said she brought an incident like when I got sick and everything. You never called to check up on me. You never called to check up on me. When you were sick, I called you, I something like that, and the mom didn't she didn't disagree with what she said. It sounded like it was the truth. She said, if I didn't call you, I'm apologize. It seemed like the mom didn't really care for Falasha or any woman in Chris' life because if it wasn't her. She feel like she being replaced, so she need to give the other woman, heat, create really petty problems, just for her to not to give the blessing, just for her to Chris to be only just for her, to focus on her and not too much into the woman he's dating and who he engaged with. So sit down and Tracy, he explained his pressure and stuff like that. He explained his stuff, and she said you need to sit down and talk to your mom and let her know that she just not to let you go. So when he did have to sit down, she asked him, when you had me, what you want from me? Want the best. And he was like, all right, you say want the best, but Falasha make me the best. She better me so. She better myself. She helped me get to the point when I could be myself. I could be the man she wants to be and everything. She completes me. And the mom was like, she was really trying to not hear it to the point. She was like, this and that, but I want you this and this. So Chris said, let me talk to my mom by myself. And she said, okay, it's not to do with that. She was very respectful, and she said, you say you want the best. You made me feel like I'm not the best for your son. And basically what it is, like no woman is best for your son. So that's like attachment issue the mom needs to have. She needs to let that go. Like your mom, your boy, yes, he always gonna be your son, but he's not a little boy anymore. He's growing up, and you gotta let him grow up to be the man that he needs to be the husband. And the uncle said you need to sit down and apologize to your mom. Sit down, don't blow up, listen to what she say, let her listen to you, and that's how you become a man. That's how you get older. So like that. And that's what Tracy told him, said this is how you become a man, to show her that you have the responsibility to be mature, to have a communicate and everything. So when they did communicate, he told her, he said, Falasha gonna be a part of my life. She is today, she gonna be the number one woman, all that stuff. And then the mom, she said, you gotta let me. He said, "Is the blessings important?" And like that. She said, it gonna take time. I can't give you the blessings now." And all that stuff. It's like she really not trying to let it go. So the next day they had that little 20 questions thing in this table. It seemed like everybody had a good time. Like it was no animosity. They were enjoying themselves. They was laughing over dinner. I said, this is a thing that we like to see. So it seemed like it was going in the right direction. So when it came to the blessing, basically everybody got a blessing. Even the mom, Chris' mom, and Falasha started crying because she finally accepted Falasha as her daughter-in-law. And it seemed like, you know what? But she said, she took me over. She said, I give you my blessing under condition. Why didn't it be blessed? Why didn't it be the condition for your blessing? But he took it. He said, I will give you blessing on my condition. If you disrespect me again, you do all this other craziness, whatever you did with me earlier, I'm gonna take it back. You know I can take it back. Take it back. It's like you dangling his blessing over his head, and that's what you're trying to do. He knows your blessing is important, so you trying to hold his blessing over his head so he won't get over it, so it will frustrate him more. And he just sort of realized that she using that as a tool. But she said she gave him a blessing. Everybody's happy, and it's joy. And they at the end they showed the wedding of the pictures that they got married at the church they met. Parents was there, everything. It looked beautiful and it was nice. I was like, good. I enjoy to see something like this, a happy ending, and it all just take communication. I think that's what boils down to it. Take communication, take the be mature, take a communication, letting things go. Parents, when you have kids who want to get married, and I know you sometimes you like to be attached to your kids and stuff like that, but it's for you to know that mature enough to let your kids go, let you know that they're growing up. Sometimes you don't want to know that your kids are growing up and they're moving out the house, they got the big job, they all that stuff like that. Some parents might be happy with that, but some parents like, I can't let you go, don't leave me, or stuff like that. And then some parents like so close and attached to their kid that it's hard to separate that. So they would create tensions with the person they with just for them not to be happy. And that's what I think that is with Chris's mom. He don't want Chris to be happy with anybody, but if it was only for her. But at the end, she gave the blessing. The family was happy. They had the wedding, and I enjoyed that. So I love it. And if y'all please tell me in your comments, how do you feel about parents who so overbearing and so attached to the kids that they can't let them go? Do you have experience like that and everything? Like I'm very close to my mom, and sometimes it's hard for her to be attached and know that even though all her sons in the 30s, she still think us as baby boys and say, oh, it's no hard. And I said, sometimes I tell my mom, sometimes you gotta let us be like, we grown now, we make decisions, we 30s, something like that. And so we had to let us make the decision, let us fall, let us fly. We always gonna be there. We always gonna be our mom. We always gonna call you and everything. We always gonna love you. But sometimes you gotta let us know, have faith in us that we could be mature to make good decisions. And sometimes it takes, and you gotta have the communication, and that's all it takes. And sometimes it might be frustrating. It will get to that point where you want to yell, but it's all boils down to communication, and that's what the lesson end of this episode was. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit that red subscribe button, also notification bell so you get notified of all my videos. The next video I'm going to be doing tonight and maybe early tomorrow is Inyana Fix My Life and Married to Medicine LA. Talk to y'all later. Peace.